Alright guys, welcome back to the channel Femme Fatale Fanatic. So today, we have a really exciting statue review. I've been waiting to do this statue, and at first I didn't even want to buy this statue, but I kind of thought about it and she stayed in stock on Sideshow for quite a while, so I was like, you know what, let me buy her. And the funny thing is, after I bought her, I'm just getting more and more excited to review her and unbox her, and I'm pretty glad I bought her. Now, hopefully, she'll be as good as I want, and I will get into that when we do the unboxing, because I did own the previous version of this Yennefer statue, the regular outfit version, so hopefully it'll be as good as I hope. But, yeah, I'm just glad she's here, and I'm glad I have you guys with me to help review her and take her out of the box. So let's go ahead and just do a quick walk around of this box right now. So as you can see, nothing much on the side, just the Witcher logo. Then we come around here to the back. Wow, that preview looks so exciting. I cannot wait to get my hands on her. And then the other side is just another logo. Yeah, not much for the box, but hey, what can you say? Anyways, let's go ahead and obviously I'm not in the studio, as you can see, because this box is way too big to fit in the studio. So on the outside of the camera you can kind of see some statues that are in the room, and I'm sure people are wondering, like, are we gonna get a room tour? I want to see what the room looks like, an updated room tour. Look, I will be doing an updated room tour, so just stay tuned for that. But for now, you will have to just sit tight. And also for now, you will have to get ready to watch this dang review, because that's what I want to do. Okay, so let's go ahead and take her out of the box and get her all set up. Alright guys, so I've got her set all up. Man, she was so I had a scare with her. I thought I was missing two pieces of this figure. Apparently they were just hidden in the styrofoam, and I ended up missing their little keyholes where they're stored at in the styrofoam. One of them actually got stuck. So you know how when you get a package, you get a statue and you take it off, everything is resting within the keyhole of its intended location in the styrofoam. Well, one of the pieces was actually stuck to the top of the styrofoam ceiling. So when I pulled it off, the piece was actually up there and I didn't even know it. So this whole time I thought I was missing the piece. I actually had the piece, and then there was a second piece I thought I was missing as well, that I actually had too. Man, I searched for them both for like a good 20 minutes, thinking that I would have to return this statue, unfortunately, because I do really like her. But at the end of the day, I can't collect incomplete statues. I will take a broken statue that I can fix over an incomplete statue, because the reality is, if your statue's incomplete, you will never find the piece for it. It's like 1 in 100 chance that you will. But anyways, not an easy figure to unbox and set up. She just has so many pieces, and that's what makes her so great. Because what I really want to talk about as well is the base of this statue, versus the base of the previous Yennefer statue. Now, I had the previous Yennefer statue, and the base on that statue, I thought it was just, first of all, I just thought it was poorly done. The paint finishing on the base versus the prototype was a clear downgrade, a very clear downgrade. And not only that, but it just didn't really represent Yennefer at all. You know, the base was a dead monster. It's like Yennefer really doesn't. That's Geralt's thing. You know, even when you're playing The Witcher 3, when you were, when you're doing missions with Yennefer, like, there's a couple times where she's like, Geralt, you're gonna be getting down and dirty while I sit back. I mean, I specifically remember. Hold on, let me clean this camera for a second. I specifically remember when you were gonna go into the sewers and Carol's just like, Yen, you want to come? And then she just gives a nice, sarcastic, witty response, as Yen usually does, because she's not about that. So to make a base based off a dead monster around Yennefer, it's not fitting to the character at all. And I really didn't, it really just didn't go with her at all. This bass, however, is so perfect. I mean, you have the stethoscope. I hope that's what it's called. I can't remember the exact word, but it's some type of a scope. So I'm just going to call it a stethoscope. Please don't flame me if I don't have that right. But you have the stethoscope, you have her potions, you have books, you have political papers with stamps on them, you have burnt candles, you have Yen's chest. Geralt mentions Yen's chest in the game. If you visit Yennefer's room before attending the Skellige Ball towards the beginning of the game after the funeral for one of the kings, but if you go in there and you see Yennefer's chest, Geralt does make a slight comment about how much Yen loves the finer things in life and the luxurious things in life. So this just it goes together. Then you have the tile floor, kind of reminds me of Kaer Morhen. So when I see this statue and I see the base and I see that the red tile, it kind of just reminds me. It puts me in the setting as if Yennefer is in Kaer Morhen tending for Avalok. But yeah, that was a fun time. So that's just some of my initial feelings on the statue and comparing it to the previous statue of Yennefer that I had. This one is definitely better. I'm keeping this one. She's so good. One thing I really want to comment is I know her shirt looks really blue in on the camera. It really does. At least when I look at it through this screen, it really does. But it's a much darker blue in person. And unfortunately, it isn't pitch black like it's supposed to be. I really don't know what's going on with Prime 1 there because this was a mistake they made with the first version of the Yennefer statue, and we can see that even on the alternate cut of this piece, they still haven't got that paint right. And I know they can, so I don't know what's going on with them, but I wish they would get it together because that's not black. That's a very dark blue. But all I want to say is if it looks really blue, because I'm looking at it on the screen on my camera, and I don't know, maybe it'll look different when you guys see it on YouTube, but it looks much bluer than it actually is when I take a glance. Yeah, it's a much darker tone, but it is still a hint of blue as opposed to black, which is what it's supposed to be. Unfortunately, don't know why they've done that. But anyways, let's go ahead and get a deeper look finally after all my yapping. So we start off with the portrait. Her portrait is much better this time around. It's very lovely. I mean, it really is. Her likeness is, it's almost there. It's like close but no cigar. But I'll take that. I'll take a close but no cigar any day of the week. I've got a lot of those figures in my collection. Honestly, I truly don't like them any less because of it, but I definitely describe it her as this. It's like it's really really close, missing some of the finer details that would put it at 100% for me, but it's way better than the first version. The first version, that head sculpt, I'm not even sure who that is because it's not Yennefer. Like I'm not sure who was in charge of that head sculpt for the first version of Yennefer from the Prime 1 for the 1/4 statue, but whew, this one is such an upgrade and it's not even close. It looks so much more like her. Look at the side profile, the way the hair comes down around the face. I mean, I've seen that look on Yennefer so many times throughout the Witcher 3. I've played the game through and through, DLC and all, every mission beat 4 times. And I've read all the books, so I have extensive history with this game, and I'm telling you, when we look at this side profile right here, man, we've seen that side profile from Yennefer in the game so many times. Let's go ahead and turn around and look at the hair. Oh my God, the hair! Wow, look at that hair, so beautifully done. Looks like it came straight out of the game. How it weaves in between, how each lock weaves in between with the other. I mean, the detail is absolutely beautiful. The way it flows over her shoulder. Oh Lord, this statue is perfect. This is a must-have for if you're a Yennefer fan. And there's another Yennefer statue coming out by Sideshow. However, unfortunately, that one's not based on the game. Through the preview pictures, it looks like it kind of looks like it's based off the one on the show, but not quite. I don't know, but it doesn't look like it's based off the game either, which is really unfortunate. Yennefer. The Witcher 3 Yennefer is the version of her that I strongly prefer over any other version, including the ones who describe her with curly hair. That might be the way she's described in the books, but at this point, I've seen her with straight hair too long. To me, Yennefer has straight hair, not curly hair. So let's go down from the face. And you can see that necklace right there. That necklace doesn't move, unfortunately. Actually, if you can see it, it actually doesn't even connect to the neck. But unfortunately, that's just a detail that Prime1 kind of spiffed there. Not really at that noticeable. Once again, I know it looks blue. Trust me, it's not this blue in real life. I don't know why it comes out on the camera like that, but you can see her outfit. Very beautiful outfit. Gorgeous. The details in the scarf, the feathers, everything is so well done. I love the gesture she's making with her hands. It's like somebody was playing the Witcher 3 game and they just paused the game and they stopped the game time and they just snapped a screenshot, because that's what this looks like. It really does. And then we can come down. Then we have this is where the sex appeal of this alternate outfit kind of comes out. Of course, she's got the thigh high heels. That is a must have for any Witcher femme fatale. People complained about that when the game released, of course, but y'all know over here, I love it. We have some lingerie stockings. Beautiful. And then we have a little bit of leg. Just a little bit though. Just a little bit. Not too much. Then you see it kind of drapes down. Once again, I love the pose that they've done with the feet. I love the positioning of the feet. I mean, this is just brings the character to life. These little things. But let's go turn her around to the back. You can see that these feathers, they come all the way back because you have to install those separately. The feathers are stuck together, so you don't have to do it one by one, but they're not on the figure out of the box. And you can just see, man, look at the hair and how it rests over the feathers, and then how the feathers rests over the torso clothing piece. I mean, oh wow, just what a beautiful, lovely figure. Then of course come down here to the skirt. Yennefer does have a lovely figure. However, her choice of attire is kind of stunting the view, so to say. But hey, that's Yennefer. She'll dress how she wants, and I, nor you, nor anybody will tell her what to do or how to do it. And then we come down, and let's take a look at this chest. Very beautiful chest piece. So detailed. Look at the wood. Look at the details in the wood. And look at how they made the metal. It's so perfect. Then you come down. Look at that. That is just absolutely beautiful. The back of the chest is perfectly detailed and sculpted as well. Just completely stunning. Let's go take it to the front and get a look at this stethoscope. So yeah, this stethoscope comes in like 5 pieces. Be very careful because if one of these pieces breaks off, it will be very hard to repair. This is a very fragile piece, and you can see the detail that it has. There's a lot of detail in this piece right here. And when I say it's fragile, I mean because how everything hooks together on this stethoscope on a very thin rod. So if you get this figure, make sure to be careful with this piece. Be extra careful with it because it really does bring the figure together too. It really does. Like just look at that. Look at that with the stethoscope and Yennefer and the hand gestures. Yeah, it's just really perfect. Okay, then let's get a look at some of these little pieces down here. So we have some books, then we have a vase, a burnt candle. Very nice detail. Then we have the little piece of paper. Now I could, if I wanted to, I could put Avalok there if I wanted to in his ugly form, but I don't want to look at that. So I'm not going to do it. That's the thing. I was supposed to buy the regular version because it's like $100 less, but it's sold out. And I should have bought it. It's my fault. I should have bought it. So it's sold out. Nobody was buying the exclusive, probably for the same reason I didn't want to buy it. But the thing is, now that I have it, because I like this figure so much, I'm actually kind of glad that I got the exclusive just to say I have it and just to have that extra piece. Because I mean, when you're as big as fan of The Witcher as I am, it's like, you know what, I'm kind of glad I got the exclusive. And it's like in the long run, $100 isn't anything, anyways. Especially when you're spending this kind of money on statues, that's nothing. Then we have melted candles, a little desk over here. Then another little potion container with what looks like some dog tallow and some bear tallow. I wonder what meat would taste like if we fried it up in bear tallow. Probably pretty delicious. Sorry guys, I'm hungry. I'm so hungry right now. But then we can see look at the detail on the rug, absolutely beautiful. And then you see the detail in the in the in the oh, I'm touching. Let me not touch. There we go. But you can see the detail in the flooring. The tile is absolutely wonderfully done. And then the last piece here that we put on, this medallion at the front, and those are real moving chains, as you can see. Those chains are actually moving. So much detail. I mean, yeah, that's pretty much a statue. I mean, even with her flaws, guys, even with her flaws, if you're a Yennefer fan, this statue is a must own. Because the first statue, in my opinion, is just not good at all. The third statue that's being released by Sideshow, I think it's going to be based off the TV version. And if you're anything like me, I am extremely partial to the game version of Yennefer. So if you're looking for a good version of Yennefer from the game, I mean, you really only have two options. And in my opinion, one of them sucks. And the second one, which is the one we have right in front of us, is the one you want to go with. This statue is gorgeous, firing on all cylinders. The only problem is that blue hue that is the on her dress for some reason when it's supposed to be black. But other than that, I say buy this. If you're watching this and Sideshow still has her up, then they probably have the exclusive version. I say go ahead and buy that one. But if you have to get her in the aftermarket, she's already selling in the aftermarket, even though you can get her on Sideshow. Well, last time I checked, which was about 3 days ago, even though you can get her on Sideshow, she's already going for about $1,000 in the aftermarket. I paid about 650 for her. Is she worth 1,000 to me? As the ultimate Yennefer fan, absolutely she is. She's worth it. If you can pick her up for that price, get her. Exclusive or no exclusive, but and this also reminds me of the Siri alternate outfit that's coming out. I'm gonna have that one as well. Unfortunately, that thing is years away. So, anyways, that does it for Yennefer of Vengenberg alternative outfits. 1/4 by Prime1. Hit it out of the park. I love her. Absolutely love her. And I will see you guys in the next video.